Back in school, I actually hated fitness, everything to do with it. I think it's because of how the teachers taught me in high school, junior school. Now I'm a bit more knowledgeable on the subject. I see a lot of flaws in how fitness and health is taught. Parkour is getting from A to B as quickly and as efficiently as possible using just your body. Freerunning is, I'd say, pretty much the same, except you do more flips and showy stuff. I don't like all the debate about what's parkour and what's freerunning. I just say I move, really. I looked up parkour after a bad breakup, and as you do, you kind of just chuck yourself into anything and everything. And my friend David has been doing parkour for a while, so I just rang him up and went for a training session and never looked back. The main type of training I do for parkour is bodyweight training. Stuff like push-ups, squats, pistol squats, pull-ups, just any exercise using your own body weight. I take my bag out with me every time I go training. Few key things which I take with me at all times. My towel, which is quite old and grey, as you can see, from wiping down rails in the rain and especially now in the snow. Rails need to be dry, otherwise slip and death. My camera, trusted camcorder, used to film anything that I fancy, really. That's what cameras are normally used for. Filming and taking pictures. My fork, not specifically this fork every time, but a fork I take for the food which I take with me out training. The community aspect of parkour is it's kind of weird. we're a weird bunch of people, but I think that's what's so great about the community. Our community is very fun-loving, very open to new people. Just love being a part of it, really. And the people I train with all through the year, they're the people who actually, well, get better mentally and physically, and when they come to summer, they just beasts. I teach other people parkour. I also, well, I just educate people in general. People who often ask me why I don't charge for parkour training, but it's just like, why would I do that? I have a successful business. I'm bringing my information to the masses. I want to bring parkour to the masses as well. I think if I start charging people for that, I'm no better than the people who, I don't know, who call it parkour yet have parkour competitions, which is counterproductive. It's not actually parkour at all.
It's really helpful to have someone like Matt there when it's on concrete and it's potentially dangerous, because he's just there to make sure that you're safe and that you're not going to hurt yourself. And it's just really inspirational to see someone do stuff like that, because when you try and do it, it's just so hard to do.
I'm Matt's girlfriend, and although he is really, really into parkour, he's really into me too. Outside of parkour, he is still as inspiring as he is when he does do parkour. I also work with him on his business, but he really is a lovely guy, very, very passionate about what he does. Passionate about seeing other people that are like-minded and really want to push themselves, and that's why hanging around him is just amazing, and being with him is always an enriching experience.
All the people who are around me, they support what I do, and they like what I do. They like seeing that I do it, and it inspires them, not just through parkour but also through what I do in my business, to help them realise that you can do a lot more than they think they can. My business basically helps change people's lives, not just for those few weeks, but for their entire life, by way of changing their thinking, their eating habits, their exercise patterns, There's a lot of misinformation out there, which I myself hope to educate people on properly. I'm glad that later on in life I've picked it up again of my own free will and actually researched it, looked into it, found a passion for it, which I'd lost when I was actually in high school. Parkour has changed my life in in multiple ways. Got a kick-ass body out of it, that's for sure. Mental strength, like I was saying, just looking at things in a different way. Life in general, looking at problems. Okay, I'm here now, what can I do and what are the steps I can take to get to where I want to be, or get over this obstacle in my life, so to speak. So parkour is not just about physical, it's about mental, and I think it helps everybody in their life as a whole. Day's going good. Well, day's gone good. Yeah.